McGregor then messaged me and followed me on Twitter, and then we had some exchanges. The rage from after this race and what I said in the interview, I wanted to stamp my authority and say, look mate, you're not winning today. Hey everyone, Jake Dixon here. I ride for CF Moto with the Aspar team in Moto2, and this is some highlights from 2023. So here we are in Argentina in 2023. Had a busy night, obviously, you know, being on the phone to the wife after having our newborn. It had been dry all weekend. We came into Sunday and it was completely wet. So yeah, we didn't get any wet running until literally the race. So yeah, I'm always pretty good in the wet, figuring it out. It's just a matter of now just trying to figure out where the wet patches are. We only got 10 minutes, I think, to figure out how the bike's set up and etc. before the race actually started. But as you see, it's just us three out in the lead. At this point here, I almost knew that I just needed to settle in and just let the race unfold, really. I was struggling a little bit with rear grip in this race, so I was just trying not to do anything stupid, and these boys then started to push on. At that time, I had a few moments and just thought third's better than a crash today, and yeah, in this race we finished third, and it's obviously a great end to the weekend after what happened on Saturday night. Yeah, it was, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night here. But then in Argentina, it might have been like 5 or 6 o'clock at night. So yeah, it's all I got a phone call just basically saying, yeah, you're a dad from Sarah's mum. And I'm like, because it's April Fool's, I'm literally like, yeah, and don't talk stupid. Like, no, she's not. No, she's like, yes, she's born on April Fool's. Majority of the paddock quite enjoy going to that track. It's definitely different place of how they live over there, etc. I really like the place, and yeah, like I say, the track's really, really good to ride. We're here at the famous Assen circuit, and this is the one that the hype had been all around. I'd been fastest throughout the whole weekend. Unfortunately, didn't quite get pole in qualifying. Didn't get the best of starts as the race was going on. I made a few mistakes as I was going, made it hard work for myself. I think this is the move where I go into the lead for the first time, and actually at this point now I was like, right, I'm comfortable, feel everything's in check. But I hit the false neutral now. Made the mistake, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? You're an absolute clown. So angry with myself. And I'm thinking, right now, head back down. This move here, everyone was a bit on the edge with. I wanted to stamp my authority and say, look, mate, you're not winning today. Ego's slightly wide. I get my head down for the last couple of laps. I didn't want to have that possibility of that nervousness going into the last chicane where it's famous to being overtaken in. Crossed the line, was trying to smash the screen because I was just so excited. Obviously not strong enough to smash it, so yeah, it's pretty pathetic really. But my celebration, just like to do the McGregor walk. I started to do the dollar sign that McGregor did. The marshal's trying to shake my hand, I'm like, yeah! Yeah, good times, good times. So yeah, I'm lucky enough for me. Did the celebration. McGregor then messaged me and followed me on Twitter, and then we had some exchanges in personal DMs. So yeah, that was nice. Hopefully we can get him to come along to one of the races. That would be pretty cool, and we can do the walk together. Yeah, to get the win, to get my first win. Yeah, super, super nice. I like to keep a set from every year. So I've actually got the other set, because they only created 2 sets for the Silvertone GP. I've got a set. This is from the race, this one. I've got the one, because unfortunately I got taken out in the race and I crashed in qualifying. So I've got the crash set from qualifying, and these are the crash set from the race. So whoever buys these will be into it, and they would have, the rage from after this race and what I said in the interview, I would have been wearing these exact leathers. Yeah, it's always nice to come back to Silverstone because the home support. I think year upon year the fans and MotoGP is growing in Silverstone. So yeah, hopefully this year we can have a big crowd and the weather's good. My best position there is third in 2022, so hopefully I can be fighting for the win this year. That's the dream, to win the home GP. And 2021 I was partnered with Valentino. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was a good weekend. Obviously chucked in at the deep end to ride the MotoGP bike there, so no, what an experience. Great weekend, Yeah, he helped a little bit, but not too much because he's there to do a job as well, you know. So, but I get a lot of information in terms of when you ride for someone like a factory like Yamaha, because there was the satellite team and the factory team. You get to see all the information, all the data from, say, the factory team. Then I could look at Valentino's, or I could look at Fabio's. I can look at all the information on what they're doing throughout the lap to what I'm doing throughout the laps. How they're braking, what their markers they're braking at, how they're accelerating, corner speed, lean angle, everything. Maybe they're braking 5 meters earlier or later, or they're using 2 bar more of brake pressure. So there's loads of things that you can see, or they're spinning less, they're using less throttle. Like I always say to everyone, it's like going to the supermarket, you know, like you go every day and it becomes normal, the speed of things and the way that you do things. It's the same for us. We do it day in, day out. It's just ingrained into us, so it's just, yeah, it becomes normal. To most, it'll be a lot of thought, but no, don't have too much thought. When you're leading a race, you think about the weirdest things. You can believe me on that one. Yeah, you're thinking about what I'm gonna have to eat tonight, or what we're gonna be doing on the way home, or yeah, it's loads of random things really. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking that, but it gets me through it.
Like feeling of first winning Moto2?
Yeah, I think relief more than anything. Thinking, thank God that it's been done now, and because before that race, everyone was almost like, yeah, it's yours to lose sort of thing. So there was obviously pressure on to go and perform to do it. But in the moment, you're calm, but I was more frustrated at myself. I was shouting at myself because I made stupid mistakes. So yeah, it's a good track. I really like going to Barcelona because we spend a lot of time there at the beginning of the year anyway. We spend time in Sitges, which is like literally 40 minutes from there. So we spend 5 weeks there training in January. A lot of training, a lot of riding, a lot of running, a lot of gym. It's just better weather. Obviously, as everyone knows in the UK, it's not really ideal. Even now it's starting to get a little bit better. But you don't want to give the people the excuse to say, yeah, the weather's crap in the UK, even though you know it is. You're like, no, it's not. It was great last week. They're like, no, it wasn't. It was raining. Because we've swapped from Olin suspension to WP, so as you'll see in the bike right now is gold in the bike, and this year's black. So we're on new suspension, and it's been difficult because it's like a development stage of the suspension because they've not been in Moto2 for a long time. So, and then I got injured at the beginning of the year, so I missed 2 races, and then I've come back and I've crashed out of 2 races because the bike isn't quite where it needs to be. And obviously I ended last year nearly winning the championship, so my expectations are already to be winning and fighting for the podium, but the bike isn't quite ready for that. But in the test on Tuesday, we seem to have found something with the setup of the bike, and WP suspension have been working hard. So they're listening to my feedback and they're developing all the time to try to bring me something that will hopefully improve my sensation on the bike. So yeah, we're here in Barcelona. I'd actually had a really, really difficult Friday. I fell out my GP room where we stay in the circuit, fell down the steps, hurt my back really bad. Friday was like an absolute just carnage. I had a migraine in the afternoon. We got to Saturday morning and the team made some great changes. From Saturday, I didn't leave being P1, FP3, P1, qualifying pole position. It's a track that you really, really need to manage your tyres and how to manage that over the race duration, because it's so easy to destroy your tyres, your front tyre being in the group. Many, many people in this race were super fast at the beginning, but was not conserving their tyres. And then me and Canet was obviously battling it out because we was able to keep the pace, keep our tyres throughout the race, but this was such a super nice battle that we was having. Always when I go into a last lap battle, there's only one time that someone's beating me. I always feel pretty confident when it comes to a one-on battle that then they're not gonna beat me. I feel more headstrong. For me, this was a super nice win after what had happened on Friday, and yeah, another nice win to go onto the record. And yeah, just wanted to have a nice celebration after this. I was just letting everyone know by doing some push-ups that, yeah, I could have kept going for another 20 laps. It's no problem. It just means a lot, you know, because there's not many British riders that have gone to win in Grand Prix, and yeah, I think it's just been a super, super nice moment. We were so close to winning the championship last year, and unfortunately the start of this season hasn't quite gone to plan. I had a massive crash in Qatar, the first round. Yeah, things just haven't quite gone to plan, but that's life. That's the way that the cookie crumbles, and hopefully we've found something. Yeah, we could be seeing a British flag back on the top step.